Four IEBC commissioners have explained their reasons for rejecting presidential election results declared by the National Returning Officer and Commission Chairperson, Wafula Chebukati, announcing UDA presidential candidate William Ruto as the winner of last week's election, stating that the tallying was shrouded in mystery. The commissioners, led by the Vice Chair, Juliana Cherera, saying that the cumulative percentage garnered by the four presidential candidates, as announced by Chebukati, surpassed the 100% mark, and that the announcement was made even before all results from the constituencies were declared. Chemutai Goin gives us more details.
A day after distancing themselves from the declaration of William Ruto as president-elect by IEBC Chairman Wafula Chebukati, the four commissioners laid bare their concerns over the process within which the final tally was arrived at, saying the percentages awarded to the four candidates: 50.9% for Ruto, 48.85% for Raila, 0.44% for Wajakoya, and 0.23% for David Mwaure, surpassed the 100% mark. An error that would greatly impact the outcome of the election.
This summation gives us a total of 100.01%. The 0.01% translates to approximately 142,000 votes, which will make a significant difference in the final result. We therefore decline to take ownership of the said results because the aggregation resulted in a total exceeding the percentage of 100, which cast doubt on the accuracy of the source of the figures tallied, and when we demanded that we verify our record, the chairman declined.
The commissioners saying their responsibilities, while limited under the final tally, was solely in the hands of the chairman, who kept them in the dark.
We announced the results from several constituencies, all of us, and all the members of the commission. And once that is done, it was going to the back end. What we are saying that back end was the privacy of Chebukati, not the rest of the commissioners. And it would have required for him to bring that back end analysis to the plenary to discuss and look at the results and evaluate and see what has been done at the back end. That is very simple. So if you want to ask about that back end, then you can check with Mr. Chebukati.
The results of the presidential election held in August 9, 2022, declared and announced by Mr. Wafula Chebukati on August 15, 2022, belonged to himself and do not represent the declaration and announcement by Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission. The Commission has to process the results before they are declared and announced by the chairperson.
They further questioned the criteria used to calculate the percentage obtained by each candidate.
Results declared and announced did not indicate the total number of registered voters, the total number of votes cast, or the number of rejected votes, if any. In this regard, the results announced by Mr. Chebukati lacked a critical ingredient, namely the total number of valid votes cast to support the percentages scored by the four candidates.
The four commissioners also criticized Chebukati's move to announce the final declaration, yet results from some constituencies had not been tallied, questioning the rush.
These are the final results. That's what he told us. And then we asked, how about some of the issues that the political parties had raised? And he said that, I will deal with that. And he never dealt with that. These issues that political parties were raising from the floor of the tallying center were important and needed not to have been disregarded. Now, these are the issues that we are answering. Where then did those issues go in the context of the final tally of the result that you are going to mention? This is our problem.
At the end, that there was opaqueness. Things were not being shown to the public. You've been there, even at Bomas. And the screens were supposed to show cumulative numbers of the presidential candidates' votes as they garnered as we continued to read the results, isn't it? The same was not displayed to the public, and the same was not given to the commissioners.
The revelations now set to cast a dark cloud on the Commission's handling of the 2022 general election, with questions arising on how this will impact the declaration of Ruto as the winner. Chebukati, Citizen TV, Nairobi.